It's destined to be called the Rocky of Muay Thai films, but it's a film that almost didn't make it. A series of misfortunes, including a sick crew member, potential hard drive failure, and Brexit, couldn't stop this movie from being made. And what we have here is a very interesting piece of indie Asian cinema. Hi, I'm the Artie Dance from Asian Film Fans, and welcome to this review of the Thai martial arts drama film Baan Muay. Fellow reviewer Oliver from Asian Film Fans will also provide his thoughts as well. And don't forget to check out the description where you can read his exclusive interview with director Charles Garrett. Max, a young man living in London, receives a call from his old Muay Thai trainer in Thailand. He is sick and wants Max to return to Thailand to help restore their old training camp back to its glory. While there, Max is propositioned by a fighting promoter. He wants Max on his fighting card as he believes foreigners bring good crowds and money. Out of shape, Max agrees and begins his training with an old friend called Kai, who works as a local police officer but dedicates his spare time to training Max. They restore the camp, but Max's lack of discipline threatens to jeopardize the fight and the future of the camp, while a tragedy strikes that sends Max spiraling down the wrong path. Indie guerrilla cinema is always great to watch, and this film is no exception. Amateur filmmaking has a charm and personality that big budget movies cannot compete with. There is no CGI in this film, no elaborate special effects or massive set pieces. This is a director on a mission to pay homage to his love of the world of Muay Thai. This recommendation does come with a caveat though. The build-up and pace of this movie is deliberately methodical to ensure the motivations and thoughts of the characters are well defined for the audience. If you're after a non-stop action movie like Bloodsport or The Raid, this isn't for you. But if you enjoyed the first Rocky movie, then you're in for a treat. The camp restoration montage is fun to watch, like any good cinema montage. It's well done and shows the progress from rundown and forgotten about to refreshed with brand new training equipment. It's also worth noting that Max is the central point of this movie, to such a point that at the end we barely see his opponent. This was a nice touch and ensures the focus of the movie stays on the human drama side and not the fighting. The cinematography of the landscapes of Thailand are also very beautiful. The colours pop off the screen, giving a real sense of serenity with nature. Anyone who has been to Thailand and travelled outside of the cities will be familiar with the landscape shots on display in this film. While the colours and composition of the scenery are outstanding, some of the camera work can get distracting, with short zooms and jerky movements during scenes giving off more of a documentary vibe. However, an element of this is to be expected with indie cinema. It is then the treatment of Max by his trainer Kai that will most likely be the most jarring element for most viewers. It feels at times that Max is incompetent and useless, with the way that trainer Kai is constantly belittling him. I was pleasantly surprised by this film. The dedication and love from the writer and director is very evident on screen, and when a movie is a passion project, it becomes enjoyable to watch as the filmmaker takes you on their journey. Here's what Oliver had to say about the film. Baan Muay is, paradoxically, very evocative of Wong Kar-wai productions. Similar to the style of the genius filmmaker from Hong Kong, the film puts its emphasis on the characters and general atmosphere rather than on telling a conventional story. The setting and martial arts theme will certainly remind some avid movie buffs about the tournament film from 1974 with Angela Mao in the leading role. However, I personally saw similarities between Baan Muay and the first Rocky movie, especially in terms of guerrilla filmmaking. I very much recommend this movie to anyone who is in the mood for an indie picture. I eagerly await the sequel. If you're interested in watching this movie, please check out the links in the description to view the film. If you've seen it, what did you think? Thank you for watching this review. Please don't forget to press the like button and consider subscribing to support our channel.